what's up guys, Ken here again. And so Apple just announced their next event about a few days ago. It will be on the 13th of this month, October 2020. But here in the Philippines, it will be, I think the 14th. Yeah, 14th of October around 12 or 1 in the morning. So I hope you guys still up by that time. And I will be watching the event live. And gusto ko sana guys pag-usapan natin yung mga ini-expect na i-announce ng Apple na devices. So kasama na dyan yung iPhone, AirPods Studio, HomePod Mini, and then lastly yung AirTag. Pag-usapan natin yan. And then let's also talk about yung mga devices na may possibility but hindi talaga sure na lalabas or i-announce sa next event nila. So ito yung next sequel ng Apple TV, which will be powered by their latest processor, and yung rumored na MacBook na powered by Apple Silicon, which is yung in-house nilang processor. So dinitch na nila yung Intel for good. So let's talk about iPhone first. So based nga sa mga rumors nung mga nakaraan, yung next iPhone ay tatawaging iPhone 12. So this year, 4 na sizes or variant yung ilalabas ng Apple. Yung pinakabago and pinakamaliit na i-add nila is yung iPhone 12 Mini, which is about 5.4 inches in size. And then yung regular iPhone 12, which is sequel ng iPhone 11 na 6.1 inches. And then yung mas expensive and flagship talaga, which is yung iPhone 12 Pro and yung iPhone 12 Pro Max. And for the first time in a while, magkakaroon nga ng bagong design ng iPhone 12. And if you're familiar sa current design ng iPhone, from iPhone 6 to iPhone 11, rounded edges siya and halos walang pinagkaiba. Nagkaroon lang ng medyo konting difference nung 2017 nung ni-release yung iPhone 10, which is curved design pa rin, but for the first time gumamit ng OLED display yung Apple, at the same time edge-to-edge design. But overall, same pa rin talaga yung design niya since 2014 until this year. So yung iPhone 12 would be reminiscent nung iPhone 4 and 4S. And similar yung iPhone 12, magiging flat edge yung housing niya. But one thing for sure, lahat ng iPhone 12 this year will be rocking OLED display panel. And as you know, OLED is far more superior than the typical LCD display. So thank you Apple for doing that. And in terms of connectivity, for the first time magkakaroon ng 5G connection yung iPhone 12. So that would be sub 6 sa 12 mini and regular iPhone 12. Then millimeter wave naman sa iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. Though I'm not sure if we will be able to take advantage of this feature yet kasi as you know, dito sa Philippines wala pa talagang major rollout ng 5G connection from Globe and Smart. Heck, even 2G and 3G signal ng Smart dito sa Lipa is not even that good. But you know, I'm happy that the feature is there just in case maybe in the future maging okay na yung 5G connection, maybe in the next 2 to 3 years from now. And then in terms of processor naman, as expected, A14 chip yung gagamitin na processor sa iPhone 12. Same processor na ginagamit dun sa pinakabagong iPad Air in 8th generation. And merong mga leaks na nagkahalat a few weeks ago sa benchmark, and here it is. iPhone 12 may not take advantage of this processing power, but it may be a headroom sa mga upcoming updates. As you know, iPhone can get 5 to 6 years of software update. And as always, every new iPhone comes in new shade of color. So this year, midnight blue naman yung bagong color. It's a dark metallic kind of blue, and I think that will look really good. And last but not the least about iPhone, let's talk about yung mga bagay na hindi nyo makukuha and kung magkano. So yung 12 mini will start $649. Yung regular iPhone 12 will be $699. And same price nung flagship 12 Pro, that would be $999. And then yung Pro Max naman is $1,099. Now, let's talk about kung ano yung sinasabi kung hindi nyo makukuha. So, for the first time, hindi na kasama yung charger and earphone sa box. So, good luck sa mga first time iPhone buyers. So Apple is saying this is something to do with the environment. They're trying to reduce their e-waste. But for me personally, I would not actually mind kasi marami akong charger dito sa bahay. But I'm sure magiging big deal to sa mga, first time iPhone buyers na masashock pag binuksan nila yung box na wala palang charger and earphone. So good luck with that. And next up is yung AirPods Studio. Ito yung over-the-ear headphone from Apple, and they're trying to compete with high-end headphone manufacturer like Sony, Bose, Microsoft Surface, and even Beats. So, rumor says na gusto i-prioritize ni Apple yung sarili nilang trademark or branding, which is yung AirPods, which I think makes sense. So, like AirPods Pro, AirPods Studio will have the same feature like yung noise cancellation, transparency mode, and yung lately yung pinakabagong release na feature together with iOS 14, yung spatial audio. And I want you guys to try that feature. It's really mind-blowing. And hindi ko ma-describe and hindi ko siya ma-explain how it works, but you really have to experience it. It's really good. Then, since over-the-ear headphone nga yung Studio, meron siyang head and neck detection. I'm not sure kung paano i-implement to ni Apple, but I'm thinking yung headphone is merong capability ma-detect kung suot mo siya, and it doesn't matter kung nasaan yung left and right ear mo. Meron siyang capability i-detect kung nasaan yung left and ear mo. Then, swappable yung ear cups and padding through magnets. Magnetically attached siya, so madali siyang i-customize. And the headphones will be priced around $350 in the US. So, same price sa mga high-end headphones na na-mention ko a while ago. And rumor says it will be launched last quarter of this year. And then next up is yung HomePod Mini. So HomePod Mini is actually a cheaper and a smaller version of HomePod. Hindi talaga nakaranas ng success si Apple sa product lineup nito. I think dahil sa two major reasons. First reason is yung price. It was launched around $350 or $400 in the US. And samantalang yung Google Home speakers only cost around $150, sometimes even less than $100. And then yung feature sets. As you know, yung HomePod is locked sa Apple ecosystem. So, malaki yung advantage ng Google Home speaker kasi marami silang feature sets na hindi possible and wala sa HomePod. So, Apple is trying to solve that problem with Mini. So, it will have the same features like the HomePod. Meron siyang superior sound and microphone. Meron siyang Siri integration. Yung Apple designed woofer and tweeters, stereo sound. Maybe mayroon pang mga features na hindi pa natin alam dahil wala talagang major leak na patungkol dito sa product na to, but we will see sa event. Next up is yung AirTags. AirTags is actually a tracking device na round and maliit. Kasing laki lang siya ng cap ng bote ng Coke. And I think Apple is trying to compete with Tiles. So AirTags will allow you to track your things like your bag, your car, maybe your phone as well. Yung nakikita ko lang advantage ng AirTags is equipped siya ng UW1 chip or yung ultra-wideband chip. I think they call it U1 chip if I'm not mistaken. And the U1 chip has precise tracking capability like by centimeter. Aside from tracking your things, not sure if Apple will use this for other purposes, but they say it will be used also for AR or augmented reality. So we will see.
Hey assistant, can I get directions home?
Getting directions to home.
Also, what's the weather gonna be later?
Here you go.
Next up is yung devices na less lang yung possibility i-release or announce next week. Kasama na dyan yung Apple TV, which rumor says yung next sequel daw is powered by A14 chip, which actually an overkill for just a TV set-top box. But pinupush talaga ni Apple yung arcade, which is gusto nilang i-compete sa other gaming streaming services like xCloud and Google Stadia. I'm not sure how it works, but sabi nila nag-allot daw ng malaking budget yung Apple for this project. And then finally, yung MacBook with Apple Silicon. And Apple Silicon is actually their in-house processor. Medyo quits na sila ni Intel. But again, like what I've said, less lang yung possibility. So, what do you think, guys? Ano yung most excited kayo sa mga devices na napag-usapan natin? I think para sa akin personally, yung iPhone na maliit, yung 5.4 inch, yun talaga, excited ako dun. And maybe yung AirTags, but I'm not sure kung paano and saan ko gagamitin yun. So, let's see. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's kind of different from the typical video that I have created in a while, but thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!